know, as a result, I don't want to add any kind of I don't want to change anything that's vanilla in Skyrim, aside from, like, say, adding a few more options with magic and frost, like I say, the Frostfall and the alternate start mod and, you know, things like that. I didn't really want to go too heavy on the mods. One, just in case something breaks, you know, the less mods, the smoother it would run, and it's chugging along a bit anyway. And, you know, like I say, I kind of... NPCs not looking dumb. Yeah, Veze, the character I'm playing as, is a Dunmer refugee that's kind of escaping Morrowind after the events of the Red Year. His family having sort of, you know, lived in Morrowind after the Red Year and tried to survive there for as long as possible, but because of the way that things have worked out with him and his family, there was only him and his mother left, and they decided to up sticks to Skyrim and enroll in the College of Winterhold. But he decided to do a little bit of exploring instead because he was shipwrecked north of Dawnstar, and decided to check out Solitude because it's this huge historical city that, you know, he kind of felt he had to go there then. So, okay. So, what is the time? Oh, 1:23 a.m. Yeah, I think he deserves some rest.
Skeever, friend.
Please give me food. I will throw money at you, just give me food.
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
And that game is doing the game is doing the double button press again. Thank you. Yeah, I've thought about this one a lot. I've had this planned. I had the basic idea for the character I've had for a good couple of years. I actually started this back on the PS3, but it wasn't. It was long before I started streaming or anything, so I kind of have just been adding bits and pieces as and when. Yes, I will take the pie. Please stop doing the double game, seriously. The one thing that I didn't think about actually, which I probably should have put a little bit more thought into than none, is whether I wanted the character to be straight edge or not, or not even necessarily straight edge, because that doesn't make sense in the universe of the Elder Scrolls. But, you know, whether I wanted him to drink alcohol or not. But I mean, looking at the great selection of drinks that we have here, I don't think that not drinking alcohol is going to be an option, so we'll just throw that out the window and forget that I bought a meat pie apparently as well. And we'll take the wines and whatever else it decided to buy for me. Wow, that is so annoying. So annoying. Well, I'm not going to ask where can I learn about magic, because that's pretty obvious, although, you know, he already knows where he's going. No, actually, is there anywhere in Solitude where I could learn some spells, or somewhere along those lines, you know, just anything that would teach me, I don't know, even if it was just like some armor spells, or anywhere that sells magical stuff here?
Magic? You're on the wrong side of Skyrim. You want Winterhold. That college there, they teach it. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you
I'm
could try
going
the
there.
Jarl's Wizard. I wouldn't, though.
You're gonna need to give me a bit more information on the Jarl's Wizard there. Oh, great, you have bards. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, I'm actually going to the College of Winterhold, so you didn't need to tell me about that. Anything going on that I should know about?
I think the Bard's College might be looking for recruits. You should speak to the head of the college, Viarmo, if you're interested.
Yeah, it's never been established in the law how many internal organs and what specifically the arrangement is of each species, so of each race. So technically, yeah, you could be right. They could have 2 livers or 5 or I don't know, 15 stomachs for all we know. Anything
People
else?
say there's a man wandering the streets near the Blue Palace. He seems distressed, but he's not making any sense.
Okay. I guess that's good to know in case I need to avoid. Please give me the room.
It's yours for a day.
Thank you, good sir.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
So jittery. Anyone that gets motion sickness, I apologize in advance. And for some reason, he did not want to get up those stairs then.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Our hero
Thank you.
claims a warrior's heart.
Thank you very much.
I tell you,
Please tell the bard to shut up. I'm trying to sleep.
Dragonborn comes with a voice wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the
Now that's just
of all
teasing me now, isn't it? That's just intentionally...
Beware, beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows.
Trust you, Revan, to get stuck behind the door you just opened. I really must be sleep deprived. Yeah, excuse me, can you not have a potion of extreme magicka that I can't just have taunting me? Do you have any idea how cruel that is? Oh, let's just collapse. So, how long should we sleep for? Well, to be fair, it's been a bit of an ordeal today, so I'm gonna say 10 hours. I think, you know, given the whole sneaking onto a ship, getting shipwrecked, and then, yeah, it's been a bit of an ordeal for Revin today, so I think he's probably just gonna absolutely crash out and sleep for a good, you know, a good amount of time. I mean, it only makes sense, right? I mean, we generally tend to, after long journeys, sleep longer anyway, but obviously I won't make, you know, too much of a habit of doing that, but... Okay. Let's see, what is it with people putting out things that I'm not allowed to take? At least I assume I'm not allowed to take those things. Breakfast time. I am starving. Now that I like. So this is your life now, kid.
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend
No!
we all know and love. Our hero claims a warrior.
Your food seems to be dancing. I don't think it's quite dead yet, whatever that is.
With a building power.
My bad. Okay. I think for breakfast, given that it was kind of an ordeal and yesterday all he had was 2 apples, we will eat the meat pie.
Of the ancient Nord art.
Oh, and a drink. We really, really need a drink. I'm gonna save the Cirilli Brothers wine if I can for some special occasion. So we'll just have the standard wine. Thank you for not making me drink the 2. What, you personally, Nito, or you kind of...
Believe the Dragonborn comes. It's an end.
Feel free to make requests.
I have a question for you. What is a Dragonborn? Isn't that just some strange, some ancient thing from the Septim dynasty and before? Isn't that... Are you just gonna stare at me blankly and not answer my question? Do you get paid well?
Oh, no. But being surrounded by good music, good drink,
Oh,
and
now
good
you
friends
answer.
is all I've ever asked for.
Well, I guess as long as you're content. So I take it you went to the Bard's College?
Only in that I'm a graduate. I work here at the Winking Skeever. I would highly recommend it, though. Talk to Viarmo if you're interested.
Okay, that's good information. I'm not entirely sure I would have any need for that, but could be something fun to do if ever I have some free time.
Generally, if you
What's
want
the word?
rumors, you should talk to Corpulus. That said, I did see a visitor pass through on his way to the Blue Palace.
Thank you for that information that I somehow psychically asked you for. I think actually,
What
I'm
can I
not
do
sure
for
if
you?
it's vanilla. Yeah, you can actually ask them to take a break, but we're not
You
going to be
should think
staying
about
here
staying the
much
night.
longer anyway, so.
Corpulus keeps it clean.
I just woke up, you... Ugh. Calm down, Raven, calm down. You don't need to open fire on stupid people. Stupidity isn't inherently evil, and
It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
oh,
You might want to rethink that.
I don't abide fancy clothes,
Wonderful
but you look like you
opportunities
might.
working in that
I hear
bar.
Radiant Raiments has a large selection.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Hey, wanna play tag?
no, I'm good. Honestly, Raven, you're trying to keep an eye on this Argonian while also climbing
I've got a
here to see
little
what...
work if you're interested.
Staying safe, I hope.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. Don't try anything, lizard. No, I am not killing people unless I have a reason. I apologize, Nito, but that's not this kind of playthrough. I take it you're the smith. I have stuff for you
There's no
that
end to
you
the
might
needs
be
of
interested in.
Imperials. But what can I help you with?
You don't actually have to help me with anything, good sir.
Looking
I
to
have some
protect
things that I wish
yourself?
to sell you.
Or deal some damage?
Neither. Unless you have anything warmer. Do you have anything warmer? Which actually is something else I probably should have looked into a bit more, is what the warmest armor sets are. I know fur is pretty high up there, but you know. No, I actually need. Oh, surprisingly, I don't. I just I did. I will tell you the reason why I don't want to just start randomly killing people, and it's because I once did that in the Imperial Waterfront in Oblivion, and the game saved when I think it auto-saved when I went into the menu, and for some reason I lost the save from before I massacred everyone in there. So as a result, on that one save file that was my main save file, everyone in the Imperial Waterfront was dead, aside from essential characters and the guards. You can take all those. I'm going to keep this axe though. It seems like that might be helpful in making fires and things like that. You can also have the iron stuff. And do you buy wolf pelts? Yes, you do. Would these be useful for anything? And that's me asking in character. And we'll just say that that Behrend told him that you can craft leather with it, and eventually, you know, once you have enough, you can create tents and things like that. Because I think that's the thing that's part of the Frostfall mod. If not, it's part of the camping one, so... yeah, that was not a very fine... Not one of my finest gaming memories, but it happens. I honestly have no idea why I don't have a save from before that. I should have, because I always rotated my saves. In fact, every time I saved the game, I did a new one, but... For whatever reason, aside from when the site, there was sort of 5 quest lines before then, you know, 5 completed quest lines before then, or whatever, and at that point I thought it's not worth going back, so I'm not even going to bother. So yeah, I'm going to keep the wolf pelts, and in fact I think we'll tan the leather. I'm also going to keep the lockpicks just for now. So I take it you make all the armor for the Imperial Legion then?
It's almost all I have time for these days. The men training here in Solitude, and the troops out in the field, they all need weapons and armor. You should look into joining. They could use every hand they can get.
Why is everyone trying to recruit me to things? I am not a warrior. I'm not a fighter. I'm more of a scholar and a mage. Seriously, do you think I'm... I apologize. Yesterday was a pretty harsh day. It wasn't a good day for me, so I apologize there, but... Yeah, I've already, you know, I stepped in Skyrim in Dawnstar for a matter of minutes, and someone already tried to recruit me into doing something that I'm not capable of doing yet. I might never be capable of joining the Legion for all I know. I honestly don't know. I apologize. But back to the conversation at hand, I take it you're pretty dedicated to the Empire, which... Given what's going on in Skyrim and how the things that I heard about the Nords...
Anytime you need arms or armor, my forge never rests.
Oh well, I'm glad you were.
I've got weapons forgiven and armor.
Calm yourself. Thank you for the great conversation and for buying my stuff. You are awesome. I love you. Thank you very much. Rude.
Arms and armor, forged by a
yeah, I can make cloaks, and okay, that's good to know. So we'll create the fur plate, and I need 2 of them and a hide lace for a cloak, so we'll get there eventually. I wonder. Excuse me, sorry to bother you again because you're clearly so busy. Well, actually, to be fair, you are.
Take a look.
Look, just take my sarcasm, will you? Okay, you don't have any. I know I just looked, but it's always worth having a second check. Yeah, you have nothing that I really need. Thank you for your time.
Safe. And always wear your armor.
For the last... What is it with the Nords and their reliance on brute force? It's like they can't understand that other people don't use brute force. What is wrong with people? Hello? Okay, you're just gonna sit there. I'll come to you, don't worry about it.
True, I may look the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit to that of warfare.
Good to know, I guess.
Take a look.
I've always been confused by this guy, actually, because he sounds a little bit like a Dunmer, but he doesn't look like one. I know that the Elder Scrolls, well, Oblivion and Skyrim are notorious for reusing voice actors for their... Oblivion more so than... Yeah, he just has a lockpick, so... Oblivion more so than Skyrim, but... Yeah, I've always wondered what race this guy is. I guess it's not important, but... Yeah, maybe he's a Red Guard, actually.
Your typical Solitude wench is like the city itself. Stormy exterior, but the charms that lie within.
I'm just gonna back out slowly, if you don't mind. You enjoy that moldy-looking bread. Let's see, has everyone in this province been touched by Sheer Gorath or something? Seriously. Yeah, I would imagine the clothes store might have cloaks for sale. Okay, that was a strange sound effect for what happened there. I don't want to go rifling through this man's house, regardless of how rude he was to me. It just doesn't seem right. I was brought up better than this. Okay, there's Legion soldiers here. I have no business going there.
Arms and armor, forged by a master craftsman.
I'm keeping my eye on you, Argonian. Yeah, well, out of character knowledge, you know, obviously I know there's someone here that is part of the Sheer Gorath quest, but again, I can't. One of the roleplay rules is I can't. And again, if you're familiar with roleplayers of these kinds of games, I can't do anything that the character doesn't have knowledge of. So I can't just go and sort of.
Fresh fish for you.
Why did you bring your daughter to an execution?
Sorry, yes. It's been hard on her. The girl misses her uncle.
That was her uncle?
I explained that Rodvir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will.
Well, what do you bloody expect? She's a child. What do you have? We will take some salmon and some seared slaughterfish, I think. Obviously, we don't want that many. Okay.
These are troubled times. Be on your guard out there.
Thank you.
You know, the Winking Skeever's not just the best inn in Solitude. It's also the only inn in Solitude.
Mrs. What? What are you implying?
Lady Atia says my voice is second only to hers, but she's selling me short.
Don't mind me, I'm just running errands for the old man.
And they can save you from your trials as well.
I'm really not interested in the 8 divines or 9 divines or 74 divines or whatever it is you people are pushing.
Papa says I won't see Rob very much, but he wouldn't tell me why not.
Yes, your father seems like a fine man.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
Out of character, I'm trying to find the clothing shop. So someone said something about a clothing shop here. I get the feeling that would be handy given that things are it's so bloody cold. This looks like the place. Also, apologies for instinctively going straight to the Winking Skeever. Again, me not thinking. And I also don't have any of the stone buffs, so. Okie doke, thanks for coming up, Pam. Really means a lot. Again, I'll keep the stream VOD, and I will eventually upload it in parts onto a YouTube channel. So, you know, for people if they want to catch up.
Customer.
And another condescending Altma. You having a bad day?
It is when my customers waste time chatting and not buying.
Fair enough, I like your style.
Take a look.
It's nice that someone's actually blunt here. Do you have any cloaks? Or just anything that's going to keep me warmer than... The answer seems to be no. Mourner's clothes? Okay, question? Are the mourner's clothes something that was added in one of the... in Hearthfire and I just never noticed? Because I didn't originally get Hearthfire when I was, you know, playing on the 360 when the game first came out. I got the Deluxe Edition or Game of the Year Edition or whatever it's called in for the PS3. So it was all in there. I honestly have no idea where the mourner's clothes to come from. I don't recognize them, but some of these could be good. I can't afford any of them, but I'm nowhere near being able to, but also probably well, I apologize for wasting your time, but
Finally.
don't tell anyone, but I like her attitude. I like that she has no time for fools. However, I am not a fool. At least I don't think I am. I am also not a thief. You do not need to... What is it with people thinking the Dunmer are thieves?